In Exodus chapter 13, God is speaking to the Israelites, and they have just gone through this incredible ordeal of the Passover and like God rescuing them essentially from slavery in Egypt, but also like saving them from this punishment that he issued out to the Egyptians. And he begins talking to the Israelites, and he's telling them like, hey, your kids are going to ask, as you do this year over year, and you celebrate, you remember what God has done for you, your kids are going to ask like, what does all of this mean? And I love this in chapter 13 Verse 14, it says this, and in the future, your children will ask, what does all of this mean? And then you will tell them, with the power of his mighty hand, the Lord brought us out of Egypt, the place of our slavery. There's just really powerful picture that's painted that our testimony, what God has done in our life, points to a saving God. It points to God's power being on display in our life, and we should be displaying that. There should be a reason that people are going to ask, what does all this mean? Like, why does your life look like this? Why do you respond like this? Why do you act like this? And it's because of what God has done in our heart. What does it look like for you today to display God's power in your life? What does it look like for you to make today count in a way that someone around you, maybe it's family, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's a stranger, would say, man, what does this mean? Why are you the way that you are? And it gives an opportunity for you to testify of how God has moved in your life. Do something to make today count.